1. We are now recording. No,
Get me Lord the Ma.
the damn it.
That's the solo session starter, it seems.
Yeah. It all there's or the Ma, there it is. Hey. You stop that, Cody. Cease. There you go.
As we zoom in on an island, actually in the Bahamas, as during these times, a lot of people find themselves displaced, more in more ways than one. So who will be there to help the ones that have found themselves lost from themselves? As we zoom in on a small little island. This is about a couple miles away from the shore. This island is in the Bahamas, not Nassau, but more so to the north of there. As we zoom in on a thing. As we zoom in on a girl sleeping in a bed, preparing to wake up for this morning. This girl, this woman, this lady, you describe yourself, if you may.
I'm assuming she's just like sleeping away. So it's just a girl with a girl from the Caribbean. The Caribbean. Okay, with a darker skin tone and a very wavy and floofy black hair. And even though she's sleeping, she has eyes as blue as the ocean. And she's just slumbering away.
Can you roll me stamina plus composure, please?
Alright, stamina plus composure. I'm really good at that. Okay, so...
Have you prepared yourself, by the way, Yank? For voicing this character?
Yeah, I trained myself a little bit. Anyway, I got a 1.
You got 1 success?
Yes.
Alright, you do not oversleep. Let me get rid of a couple of these tabs. I don't need you, One Piece character. Don't need you, Mark. Might need you. Nah. Get rid of that. Alright, doing any mages today? Alright, that's more like him. As you open your eyes, sit up, do a little stretch. It appears to be morning.
Should we change music?
Yes. To some morning music. What do you do this morning?
Usual morning routine. Wake up, get dressed, like standard, brush teeth, comb hair, clean, and time to prepare breakfast.
What now?
Like, standard morning routine stuff. Wake up, get dressed, brush hair, brush teeth, and then clean up your room, and then finally, start cooking. Start cooking breakfast.
You are actually currently within like you are the guest of at the house of the people that are like native to this island.
I see. So, yeah, then just clean up after yourself and walk out.
Mm-hmm. They have graciously let you stay there after you've enlisted yourself as like as something of a maid. And you've taken it upon yourself to be working at this town for about a month now. As you slowly and steadily build money around town to get to where you want to do. That was quick.
I have these prepared.
As you head on down, you see the matriarch of this place cooking something over a fire.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning, Annie.
I must say, I slept very well last night.
Wonderful.
Do you need any assistance? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, then please allow me. As she gets to helping.
All right. What are you doing?
She's gonna help around with like setting up the table.
All right. Could you roll? Dexterity plus. I'll give you Dex plus empathy because this would be an etiquette roll.
All right. Yes.
So I'll give you that.
Very close empathy. I'm also good at that. Two successes.
As you set up the table for the rest of this family. You know that the father of this family is usually out early mornings to do work around the small town. He's quite a pillar of this small community.
Very nostalgic.
As you get it prepared for the kids and.
Speaking?
I'm not saying anything, no.
Yeah, just make it sure. Yeah, because you were glowing.
I presume you'll be taking our time today to look for more jobs.
Yes. Well, I've enjoyed my time here. I really must be going as soon as I can.
Be sure to ask around town for your next place to see if you'll have anything. I'm sure the farmers up north will have something to do for you.
Of course. Thank you.
She nods. As she kind of kind of nods her head, which you've grown accustomed to as, hey, could you go wake up the kids?
Time to wake up the kids.
Yeah. Is there just like two, you go and kind of knock on their room?
Wakey, wakey.
They appear to be very groggy.
Come now, we made your favorite.
They need to slowly walk out before picking speed upon smelling the food. What's a traditional meal? Traditional Bahamas breakfast.
Yeah, let's see. The Great Bahama Breakfast, the Bahamas. That's a restaurant.
Protein and the Great Bahamian breakfast.
Protein and grits, rice options, the choice of Bahamian is sauce. Sauce is a pure protein heavy, a soup-based delicacy. That's juice.
Typical Bahamian breakfast consists of two elements: grits and fire engine. Okay, this is fish grits.
Grits.
Or whatever. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Grits and sauce.
With some fruit on the side.
Yes.
Easy.
Yeah, she gets everyone ready.
Alright, you gonna eat as well?
Of course.
Give me a quick moment.
And now I wait.
I always love waking up to these early mornings. These nice family beginnings.
It's
Breakfast.
very nice to experience them again.
Yeah. As that is your Geist.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you're awake now too. Yes.
It is not like I can sleep.
So do you just watch, or what do you do when I'm sleeping?
It is mostly just waiting. Not a whole lot of variety.
That could go very boring. Would you like count sheep or?
I do usually like to count to myself.
What was your highest number then?
I believe I stopped in the thousands. You probably wouldn't know much about those numbers.
No. Crowns.
I believe I have earned it from some manner of education.
Yeah, is that what to do it? Not many schools, as you can tell.
Yes, it is quite early. It's quite early out here. Not what I'm very used to. Although, I am to an extent.
Oh. Used to an extent, you say?
I believe I used to frequent more urban places. Not that I really know. To be noted, this is supposed to be a French accent.
Yeah, we are very French. Oh well. I suppose it can't really be helped.
As you finish up your meal. Very, very protein packed.
Oh, big and strong.
Build strong muscles. As you go to leave. As you head out to leave, Do you take any of your stuff with you?
Yeah, it's good to keep. I ain't about to get robbed.
As you quickly go back to your room, you look around for a moment. As you pick up your simple fencing rapier. Strap it to your side.
Yeah, just keep it on a hilt. It keeps the ring with her.
Mm-hmm. As you walk outside the house, and you are met with a small little, humble little town. You see a couple of people taking seawater from arriving from the east, carrying like large pails of seawater that they'll use to boil and separate the salt.
Very efficient. Yeah, she just gets ready to ask around.
Right.
Yeah, it just goes around shops, goes around bars and establishments.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's just say you stop at a bar first. As you stop by a very, very small, humble little bar with nothing much to it, especially early morning, not a lot of people are there. As the bartender looks over to you, Emmy?
Bonjour. I was wondering, do you have any vacancies for work here?
I believe I can spare some coin.
Wonderful.
If you would just make sure we're clean for tonight.
Is there a big event going on?
It's always good to be prepared. You know how sudden these paired visitors can be lately.
Makes sense. Things are really starting to boil over.
Why, right before you showed up, we had quite a group of pirates show up. They were very rambunctious, and thankfully they were of no trouble.
I suppose the only trouble they have where they were a bit rowdy.
Yes, although they did bring about... They did bring animals with them, and subsequently have forgotten them.
That must have been quite worrying to clean up.
More than that, I believe they've caused a ruckus up. I believe they've caused a ruckus up north.
Well, I suppose it's better than the alternative when it comes to pirates.
As he kind of looks down. You've been around it quite a bit. Maybe you should go up north and ask them. I think, well, the farmers up north, they'd like to probably get some use out of that. Those animals they brought, they were big and furry. They seemed like they could be invasive.
Ooh.
Nothing I've ever seen before.
I suppose I'll check them out later tonight. Or later tomorrow.
Later when?
Later tonight or tomorrow morning.
I mean, he's not going to keep you around all day. He just wants you to clean up. So it'll be for the night.
Yeah, then just later on then. I'm done with this side quest.
Can you roll a cleaning roll? Which would be I'm unsure.
Dexterity for sure.
Certainly, but what kind of role would cleaning be?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go down to the the mental. No. It'd probably be physical or social. Athletics? No. Certainly no. Stealth? No. Survival? No. Empathy and expression, intimidation, persuasion.
What the fuck is a cleaning role?
We just assume we're slobs, unable to clean after ourselves.
Did you move your stats around at all? Send me a recent version of your sheet. I'm tired of looking at this fucking outdated one.
Yeah, I got offering.
Well, it didn't seem right, so I didn't really look at it with the stats.
We just get the Geist anyway. Despite your proclamations that you don't need it.
You didn't even change the name of the Geist, you bastard.
You stopped me from changing it today.
I didn't stop you from changing it. Quit your lying.
Alright, wait, I'll rename it right now.
Stop. Fragum.
Right.
Also it's Nusso with an A. I've spelled it.
You know my spelling is bad and cringe.
Anyways, as you just roll Dex plus expression, I guess. Cleaning seems like more of a physical role, but you know, whatever. Dex plus survival, fucker. Dex plus survival.
Dex plus survival? Alright, let's see. So Dex, and then survival. Ooh, 0 cents. Oof.
Dramatic failure?
Yeah, fuck it, everyone else is doing it.
Alright, get a beat. As you are currently wiping down the tables, as you take a walk, as you're like walking, and you trip over a table, you fall down, and then splat, and then land headfirst into a bucket of mop water.
Ow.
Oh, that's not good.
Sorry.
It is alright. It'll just be a little more to clean up. Speaking of, as good looks to you. As he walks away, grabs another bucket. Yeah, take this to the well. Wash yourself off.
Thank you.
As you pick it up, you gotta trudge your way out. Oh, that is embarrassing.
Very. It's a good thing I don't live here, otherwise I'd never live it down.
Then perhaps you should never visit again.
I'd have a mind to take you up on that offer, but no. That offer.
None.
I've already committed.
You go to the well real quick, clean your hair out.
I take great pride in my hair. Have you seen this floof? Yeah, after she's done cleaning up, she heads up north.
As you go walk up north, right now it's approaching early afternoon.
Yeah, she's just humming to herself as she's walking up.
Mm-hmm. It didn't take long for you to make it up. As you make it up to like a small little farmish area, as you see one of the guys or one of the men out there tilling some grass or tilling some like what are farm animals in Bahamas?
Let's see, farm animals in Bahama.
Chickens, pigs, and sheep. All right, so he's
Standard farm.
you see him, but then there's no cows.
Yeah. The heat.
As you see him plucking, like getting eggs out of chicken coops. Coops.
Yeah, the chicken coops.
You see the.
Oh,
As he sees you walk up. No, Miss Annie.
Bonjour. I heard you needed some assistance up here, especially after you had a bout with pirates.
Yes, it hasn't become much of a problem until as of recent. And I'd say about a week or two or so. But those animals that those pirates brought, that they left behind, they've been eating my stock. I've had to clean up so many chicken remnants and chicken and sheep remnants.
So invasive the barman suggested that they may be invasive.
Yes, considering I've never seen them before. I was just hoping if you'd like to. I was just hoping that if someone could, well, kill them, put it simply, they are not to be had around here. And to have them around anymore will prove to be quite a hassle, put it simply.
It's unfortunate, but that is the way it has to be. It's either your livelihood or animals that really shouldn't be here.
Correct. I appreciate your help for doing such.
Yeah, no worries. You'll find I'm very good with my weapon.
I hope so. I'd hate for you to get hurt. These animals appear to be a bit mean.
Do not worry. I got it worse.
All right. So, these animals. I appear to remember that I like to hang by the cave on the seaside. More so northeast from here.
Can you tell me anything about what they look like?
They're big and furry with dark gray fur, and
Are they like dogs or bears or?
they appear to be dogs of some kind, but none that I've ever seen.
Considering their eating habits, probably some hunting dogs.
Carnivorous, yes.
Yes. I shall be on the lookout.
Thank you. Please be careful. I'd hate for you to get horrifically hurt.
Don't worry, I shall be very careful. Onward.
As you head off northeast. Big fairy animals.
Do you have any familiarity with with these types?
I don't believe I do, even if I did remember things. I did remember things in my past.
I was hoping you were a hunter in your past life.
I don't believe I was.
Doubling.
To my knowledge.
Well, at the very least, that is one profession that we can scratch off.
I believe so.
Though it's a little unfortunate that I have to get up close and personal with them.
If you must rely on my help, then I would suggest it.
It's very good to have, at the very least, some assistance at all times.
Yes, you are not quite You are not quite personably ready with your. Yes. From my understanding, this is a big world. So if you were to get hurt, so it's very likely for you to get hurt with your skills as they are now.
So you are suggesting some sort of training regimen?
Something along those lines.
I suppose it couldn't hurt. I suppose it couldn't hurt to get extra exercise in the morning.
Yes.
Every little bit counts, as they say.
As well, we have not found any deposits of plasms nearby. So healing will be a bit dull, yes.
Of course, it's never this easy. It's never easy.
If you must use your keys, then please do.
Didn't you tell me that they were to be used sparingly?
Yes, but if you're going up against unknown animals, then better safe than sorry.
I suppose. Who knows? Maybe they are ghost dogs of some sort.
I hope not. Those sound to be quite dangerous.
Yeah. All the viciousness of Mother Nature without the limitations of being alive.
Although I suppose you could have a meal with them.
Have what with them?
A meal. I've heard that when bound with a geist like I, you can eat ghosts. As strange as that sounds.
Eating ghosts? That's very strange. I guess that could be useful for plasm.
It's a bit grimy.
Well, I suppose the normal people can't exactly see plasm, so I suppose it's not that much of a big deal, unless they run into other bound. I'm not sure how well plasm would wash off.
I don't believe very well at all.
Maybe some ghost. Maybe there's some sort of ghost water that can help wash it off, or ghost soap.
As you continue to walk, and could you roll me a intelligence plus survival roll?
All right.
To navigate yourself through through this island to get to this sea cave up to the northeast.
All right, I'm good.
And while you do that, we're not really cutting away, but we're gonna stay at the town for the moment, as a small little boat docks at the kind of touches down at the beaches of this island, as we're gonna remain back on you.
In the meantime, I have gotten 3 socks. Which is very good, considering I only have 3 dice.
All right. Well, yeah, that's surprising. I thought you were going to spend willpower on that.
I did, in fact spend willpower.
Okay, then you had 6 dice. Don't get silly.
Well, my original dice pool was 3.
Don't get silly. You had 6 dice then.
Yeah.
All right, give me a moment. All right. As it takes quite some time, a couple of hours of walking. Let's just say you pack some snacks with you, so you don't have to just be hungry.
Yeah.
As you manage to navigate your way through these through this island until you find yourself at a cave by the beachside. Like staring at a cave about 50 meters in front of you. That is sat beachside, which looks to be like a rocky overpass almost.
Yeah, she just cautiously looks around. I suppose this is the right place, but it's a bit sketchy considering how dark it is.
A bit. And if I was still inside dogs, and I do believe they would have smelled you already.
Yes. A very bad idea to just waltz in there when I can't see them. Perhaps I can flush them out somehow.
And what regard do you have?
I'd prefer not to spend plasm, especially if they are regular dogs, though. How about a little campfire to smoke them out of the cave?
If you can manage to do it this close.
Do you think you can provide some assistance in that?
To what degree?
Simply to start a fire near the entrance of the cave, so the smoke will draw them out. Since it's presumably very closed off.
What's your plan?
Basically, start a fire like in the entrance of the cave, and then so the smoke gathers inside. So the dogs are forced to exit the cave out into daylight, so she can see them. So she doesn't have to walk inside a dark dank cave.
Sure. If you'd like to do that.
Yes.
Roll me Dex plus survival.
Yeah. Dex plus
to gather some twigs and stuff. And like a rock, and you dig up. Fire starter. Dex plus survival.
Yeah. And yeah, she got a single suck. A suck is a suck.
It takes a little bit of a moment, but you do manage to gather up some twigs and some dry-ish leaves.
Yeah.
As you gather it in front of this place, and you strike on 2 rocks, gatherings and rubbing them together to gather some friction. Is with some effort, you do manage to start a bit of a fire as you begin to treat it by making sure it's well, like it's eating up the sticks.
Yeah, and she also takes a more tactical position to ambush them when they run out.
Mm-hmm. As you roll Dex plus stealth, then.
Or
do you hide in the foliage or something?
Yeah. Or 5, 6, 7.
You do make like a little stack of rocks with in front of the fire so that the sea wind, the sea breeze doesn't fucking blow it away.
Yeah. 4 successes, Jesus.
You enter the stealth dimension.
Into the stealth dimension.
You have a surprising amount of stealth.
Yes.
Yeah, as you duck down into the foliage and wait. As... One moment, let me pull something out.
I have a feeling that these may not be dogs.
Why?
I don't know. I got a bad feeling about this.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Wire environment itself, it's not in the book.
Fire what?
I'm just looking up tilts I can do, and why isn't heavy winds in this goddamn book?
Anyways, as you light up this fire, you hide the foliages, you wait for a couple minutes. As slowly over time, 3 pretty large, gray, almost dog-like animals come out. They match the description of the farmhand, and they are very bushy, quite dirty, with piercing eyes. They certainly look like dogs, but no dogs that you've ever seen. Meta-wise, these are 3 wolves.
Ah, they're wolves. I see.
As people who live on islands in either the Caribbeans or the Bahamas, you
don't know what the fuck a wolf is.
Yeah, during this day and age where you can't just where everyone has knowledge, has information and knowledge. Back in these days, these people have never seen wolves before.
What the fuck is a wolf? How did you? I blame those. I blame those werewolves in the other session.
As you see them, they certainly look to be way meaner than the dogs that you know.
Yeah. Yeah, she considers, what should I do before attacking? As I look over to
They also rolled perception, and they do not seem to spot you.
Yeah. Let's see, devices I have. All physical rolls and defensive are -2 penalty. Go full speed. That's good, that's good, that's good. I can inflict ice. Yes, I can. I can do that. Yeah, as she... Yeah, I think she's been... to raise the bone... I think it's time to raise the boneyard a little bit. Yeah, she...
Boneyard, let me look up these rules.
Yeah.
How big would you like it to be?
Yeah. Well, yeah, just size 1, a small warehouse or parking lot.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. As that takes 1 plasm to do?
Yes.
So you kind of duck down while they can't see you. You hold your hands together. as to an extent, any outside noise is silenced, as this whole area of the beach is covered in almost like in like basically like a liminal space type feel as shadows begin to deepen, and the sky is covered as if this is like its own separate little like space, little reality that's been erected here. And basically, you know the feeling of like those like places, like that meme of like those places that exist out of reality, like an abandoned church or like a McDonald's at the McDonald's play area at night, like those types of memes. Like in a part or like a parking lot at 2 a.m. This whole place begins to feel like that. As I'm sure we could change the music now.
Yeah.
As the dogs begin to look around, like, what the fuck? What happened?
Yeah. I guess.
As you feel your senses extend all around this area.
Alright. And let's see. Do I want to? Let's see how much of this costs. Oh, that's 3 plasm, so it'll take 3 turns.
By this point, could you roll initiative, please?
Yep. Oh, that's a dog water initiative, Annie. What the fuck?
You know who didn't get Dookie shit initiative?
My mom.
My mom, the dogs!
Oh dear.
These fucked up looking dogs.
Guys, is there some fucked up looking dogs outside? Kinda looks like my grandma. Blink, motherfucker. On the bright side, I can use their turn to spin plasma for earthquake weather. Yeah,
you know, if you use the key to get plasm... Did you roll the boneyard, by the way?
Oh yeah, I should roll the boneyard. That is something I should do. Let me roll that real quick.
Some dude named Barry just got an adrenaline rush.
Goddamn, Barry. What's Barry doing? Synergy.
Russian adrenaline.
And,
would you like to spend willpower on this?
Yes.
Let me look and check your root and bloom real quick to see if you've gotten anything.
Yeah. You saying I think she fulfilled her like root?
Well, let me look.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a willpower back for your root of Surrogate.
Yeah, baby. And I'm gonna spend it again. I'll spend it again to raise this boneyard.
Let me see what the cowl does as well.
Yeah, 3 sucks to raise the boneyard.
Okay. Yeah, as you...
Oh, boneyard it is. Yeah, and I don't think she can do it. I don't think she can like spend any more plasm to use earthquake weather on the return on an earlier turn.
Well, there's 3 wolves, so that's 3 turns.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. while they're doing their turn, I'm just gonna give it a 3 plasma.
I'm gonna roll 3 perception rolls because this is like okay. This shit.
Shit's
What the
wacky.
fuck? Okay, there's some bullshit's about to happen.
Some fuck shit's about to happen. As I go over, what should I inflict? Yeah, I think she's immune to her own tilt, right?
I would imagine so.
Cool. Let's make it sure. I don't wanna make anything too. I mean, let me see. Actually, then again, dogs and wolves use scent, so it's not like they're taking away their eyesight is gonna do anything. That's visual perception. Yeah, I think ice will be a good one.
None of them detect you.
Ah, you fools! I inflict ice! I inflict the ice tilt! And as she does a few more hand movements, and I assume it's like near a beach, so like the already like damp floor like around them starts freezing solid as things get very slippery and hard to move.
The sand is frozen. That's fucking crazy to them.
I have frozen the sand.
As it is now your turn after having spent that.
Yeah. Time to sneak attack one of them. I'm a sneak attack. It's like the it's kind of like a Volume 1 White piece during the Nevermore fight where she's just like sliding across the across the bridge to impale one. That's what Annie does with her rapier against one. And let's see. I shall spend a. Wait, hold on. What level of this do I have? I do have thrust. Okay, good. So, what I'm gonna do is I shall spend a singular point of defense to add to my roll. Yeah, just 30.
Are you using the light weapons?
Is it using what?
The light weapons.
Yes.
This motherfucker, this poor wolf cannot do shit about this. He not only can he not see you, not only did not notice you, but he's completely distracted.
Yeah. Look out! Ah man, she fucking. Never mind. Annie rolled fucking doo-doo ass on this shit. 1 suck. 2 lethal. -1 AP. Annie, what the fuck, man?
Alright, as Annie, you kind of look down. You're like, okay, you are a little, like, apprehensive because you don't see this cold weather often, even if you're not affected by it.
Yeah.
As you begin to jump on the ice and slide over to them, as you manage to do a shallow stab at one of them as it, like, yelps out, like, ah!
Yeah, right. They're doing their turns.
As all of them, upon seeing you, just fucking start growling.
And yeah, I guess, let me see how much this is gonna cost. Yeah, only 2 plasmas, so as they're attacking,
You can start this on your turn.
Oh, okay, I have to start it on my turn, cool.
Well, you can't. I'm saying you can because it's a reflexive action.
Ah, I see, yeah.
And enhancements to your haunt are reflexive actions.
Yeah.
All spending of plasm is reflexive action, except whenever it says it isn't.
Yeah. guess she'll send to unleash a new law, as you shall not harm any more humans or people. You know, people. You shall not harm any more people.
They're wolves. They don't really get that.
I mean, does the law still the law still apply even if they can't understand?
Yeah, no, the law still applies. It's what you're just a reminder of what the Boneyard is. The Boneyard is basically making your own little miniature dominion.
Yeah.
Or rather, a dominion is more of a like extreme Boneyard. So whenever it says the old law, that means that no matter what, you in this space, you must follow the new law.
Yeah.
You must follow the laws of this land, and if you don't, you're dead.
Yeah. Me when I get you. So yeah, now anytime.
As on your turn, you spend one plasm, and then next werewolf's turn, you cast it.
Yeah. And then any roll they have to violate this law is see -1 penalty. Next time on my next turn, that's when things are gonna get real bad for them.
Right. You did the first one, right?
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, so adjust their footing, so divide their speed by half. All physical rolls and defense of a -2 penalty, and attempting to move at full speed increases the physical penalty to -4. And I think they have to roll keep steady. Any dramatic failure on a physical roll inflicts knockdown tilts.
Alrighty.
-3 rule.
As the one that you attacked is going to like run at you, but like really cautiously try to attack you.
it's like doing the Looney Tunes, like tiptoe, like very carefully.
All right, it's gonna roll attack you. What's your defense?
5 defense. So I spent 1.
So the -3 right now. This thing has a total -8.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Also, I gotta look up the defiant condition. Stop! You violated the law! Pay the fine or serve the court a sentence. Or serve the Annie a sentence. Conditions.
0 successes. Oh no, that's not a dramatic failure.
Okay, good.
But I will make it a dramatic failure. It tries to attack you and then just slips and like basically is now and like slips and like basically falls next to your feet.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! On. Alright, and here is the defiant condition, since he violated the law. Pay the fine or serve a sentence. Violated the law. Which, I mean, doesn't affect it because it's social, but, you know, this wolf no longer has friends.
How many, let me see. I'm just gonna check the Boneyard a little more, real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess you'll also spend one plasm to start on the row. To start on the other effect. Yes. Yeah, there was one on her turn. And then she can spend on that wolf's turn, right?
Yeah.
Cool. That means the second, another effect that activates.
Okay. But yeah, as the two wolves, is aware that she's broken an old law. Kerberos, so that the main is aware of her location. Alright, this is fine.
Yeah.
But as one of the wolves is going to stay behind, just stay behind and try to sniff someone out, as one of them is going to attack you.
Yara! Defensive 4 now.
1 success it got.
Ouchie, ouch. Do I have
for 3 lethal. You do. You have 1-0.
Alright, 1-0. So yeah, 2 lethal.
You got reinforced clothing.
That's good.
As one of them does manage to bite you on the calf.
Ouchie, ouch. Ah.
Successful. Would you like to spend plasm to heal?
Yeah, just 1. So I only
Just
have 1. Yeah.
It's down. Yeah, 1 lethal, 1 bashing. It'd be.
Yeah, 1 lethal, 1 bashing. Okay.
It's you can cast or not cast. You can you spend your plasm to heal when as you get the wound.
Yeah.
It doesn't apply term limit, so you could just spend 4 plasm and get rid of this if you'd like.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was...
Or just 2 plasm to get rid of 1 lethal entirely.
Yeah, I'll just spend it to get rid of 1 lethal entirely.
You're spending all of the plasm. Please be careful.
Yes, sorry. As the second effect of the second effect activates, since earlier she spent, but before healing she spent the second point of plasm. Now she has road action to attack these wolves.
Let me roll another thing real quick.
I do wonder what.
Alright. Your turn.
Okay. Yeah, alright. The wolf that ate shit and tripped, I'm coming for you.
As you hold out your hand, as the wolves begin to kind of look at you, that which you don't know are wolves, as you almost summon a chain and pull it tight, as you hear the sound of chains being wrapped, as you hold up your rapier, which is now its hilt is now wrapped with chains, spectral chains that don't move its weight, but now that your fucking punishment has been applied.
Yeah. Now it is time. Oak. What's your defense?
It's been knocked down, so it's halved, and
minus, I think.
All physical rolls and defense. So
-2.
So it's halved and then halved and then -2. PEMDAS, bitch.
PEMDAS.
Its defense is have at it. It has no defense. Its defense is 4, halved to 2, and then -2. So have at it.
Must spend willpower on this too. Alright.
Jesus Christ.
Us.
You want this thing dead.
Well, let's see this one. There you go. And another one. There you go. Jesus. 8 successes, 9 lethal, -1 AP.
All right, 9 lethal. All right, it's at full lethal 4 ag.
Jesus.
As you like hold your rapier down, as you stink it into it, as it like there's a dog, there's like a pained yelp. As you try your best to try to stab it in a way that's like
Put it down gently.
Yeah, to put it down gently, but you still feel like you aren't trained well enough to accomplish that. As you kind of frown a bit, you feeling a little guilty.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, it's the wolf's turn. As the one on the ground begins to like try its best to do anything, but it's just whimpering. They try its best to like try to like fight off and try to push back, but it's very, very hurt. As the other two are also trying to like growl at you, as the one that tried to attack you before is going to attempt yet again. This time it has.
There's a lot of penalties on it.
Mm.
I'm sorry, little one. I wrote acting on my counter attack.
Yeah, as it too slips and gets a dramatic failure because it has a chance die. Andy.
Yeah.
As you see these wolves try to fight back, these dogs try to fight back, you hear ooh in the distance what sounds like a dog howl, but way deeper. And to put it simply, way more menacing.
Like the faculty that is here.
As Andy, you feel entering into the boneyard as you have full awareness of all people who are in the in there. As you see, bounding in, what appears to be a size 7 of these dogs. Starts running in, and you see in the distance as this giant wolf starts bounding towards you.
He does have to deal with the ice, -4, because he's moving at full speed.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, has not violated the law yet, because he hasn't attacked me yet.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it doesn't come in. This one also got really good initiative.
God damn it.
Also, don't forget -2 to your initiative because you're rapier.
In that case, it's even worse. Still at the bottom, so that's what really matters.
As get rid of the gray dogs from the initiative. They're done.
They're done.
They're done. They don't want to fuck with you anymore. As you see this wolf charge at you with a speed of okay, give me a quick moment.
Yep.
As it is moving full speed right now, it's going to use the charge ability.
Uh-oh.
As it's going to use the charge ability to move double its speed, which is what gets it to move 19 right now. And it will take this -4, and it will attack you with no defense.
Yeah. With me having no defense, or him having no defense?
Yeah. It having no defense. It will also all attack it.
Ah, I see.
Your defense right now is...
I believe since I spent 1, it's 5 again.
You didn't spend... Did you spend 1?
I believe so, to attack the downed wolf.
Okay, well then it'd be 5, yeah. Okay. Alright. That's -9. This is accurate right here. As it failed its roll,
Oh no.
as the wolf, as you kind of like dodge out of the way from the wolf as it slips on the ice, and it's going to spend its reflexive action as you seem to notice like what looks like metal wrapped around its torso for a moment, as you see the most painful looking thing as the wolf like is skidding to like be knocked down, and then it kind of claws its claws against the ice as it begins to like flip in the air, and then as after a painful looking experience, you are looking at a woman.
Huh? What?
Who, in place of the claws that was clawing through the ground, you see a brutal-looking scimitar in its place. As this woman is, me get the picture ready. This woman is wearing like kind of like a black cloak, with the pants that pirates wear, the slacks,
Yeah.
the long johns, all that, with boots on. She has yellow eyes, even more piercing than the wolves. With slightly tanned skin, more so from sun than anything, and curly, very curly, brown hair, flailing all around. She looks to be wearing a necklace with a key on it. However, it's tucked within her cloak. And in her hands is that brutal-looking scimitar, very curved sword. However, it appears to have chains wrapped around its what's it called? Its handle, and attached to her arm, with chains wrapped around it, around her forearm. As she looks to be quite large, with slightly elongated ears right now. And she has a splash of freckles on her face, by the way.
Okay, I noticed freckles.
As she does suffer the knockdown tilt, right, by the way.
Excuse me?
Oh, dear.
Are you a wolf person? Oh no, no. Are you a dog person? I don't know what a wolf is.
She growls at you, and it's your turn.
Wait. Do these dogs belong to you?
You see her take a couple of long scents. These wolves, they belong to him.
Who is him?
What did you do with him? She holds out her scimitar.
Who is him?
Answer me. I have a brother. He was in possession of these wolves.
According to the locals, he just left these wolves on this island and left.
He would never do that. Are you lying?
I'm going off the information that I have right now.
She looks at you while growling.
I only came to do this because you are harassing the livestock.
Harassing the livestock.
The people here need them to make their
Your
living.
tone makes me sick.
What?
Your tone makes me sick. And she rips the sword out of the ice and holds it out.
Tone? That's how I speak.
Make your move.
You're a person. I don't want to I don't want to kill you.
You gonna pass your turn?
Yeah. Actually, since he did violate the law by attacking me, I mean, I would have wrote a defend action as well, right?
It's rotes to punish. So.
Yes, never mind.
So if you had an ability that lets you do damage whenever you do a dodge action, then yes, but otherwise no.
Yeah, currently no. Yeah, she's gonna hold the sign. It's like, I don't want to kill a person.
You see her. Let's see.
I'm not going to attack you. You're just a person.
Ah!
You know you don't have to be rude. I'm sitting here talking to you.
Let me see here.
You think she could roll? Nah, she already passed her turn. I was about to say, you think she can roll to just persuade? I don't think she's up for talking.
She does not look to be.
Yeah, I guess we do. I guess I have to restrain her.
Let me look at some of these.
On the bright side, Annie now has our full defense because she didn't do nothing.
She didn't do nothing.
I didn't do nothing.
Let me pull out the book real quick. A moment.
Where's this boy?
Where is it? She's going to stay in the ground. As you see what appear to be like glowing seems to come from under her cloak.
Does this look familiar to you?
Hold on. I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay. Oh no, she's starting her attack.
That is a good point. Oh yeah, you're good.
Eevee? Why is there a Pokemon here in the dice roller?
I saw that here before. You know what? I'll be a dickhead and count this.
Oh no. My bones.
Your stamina is 3, right?
Yep, stamina 3.
You're gonna spend some more power on this.
Oh no, she's going all out. She's going all out!
1 success. my luck as like enemies have been in free spirits have been
Strange.
pretty poor, to be honest. I've had pretty bad luck being your opponents in these sessions. Well, that's anticlimactic.
She charged all this energy.
Well, she didn't charge any, like, a bunch of energy. She just did something. And as you see her dig what appears to be her claws into the ice, as she rips it out and throws the ice out as... Oh, wait a second. Fucking idiot. I just realized that I said, quote-unquote, I'm going to count this to be a dickhead, and then I didn't count it. Hold on. Hold on. We could get something better here.
Oh no. Annie, look out.
It's still 1 success.
Oh my god. I'm blessed.
Oh no, fuck, I still did it wrong. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Okay. Now it should be right. Right? Now it should be right. And now it's 0 successes.
Oh my god.
Brother, what the fuck? Also, I pronounced 2 wrong. Dude, my luck as enemies in Free Spirit so far has been dog shit. No pun intended. I wonder why.
I feel bad.
Why do you feel bad?
It's swinging. The tree. How? How did you get worse before?
I don't know. Michaela is doing a frozen arrow attack.
Michaela from another dimension shoots Andy.
Whatever she was trying doesn't work. Your turn.
It didn't work. Please calm down. I don't want to fight you.
Huh?
Like, can't we just sit down and talk about this and talk this out?
Asking what?
Just to like stop fighting.
I was talking to Billy. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's doing.
Anyway, it's like, can't we just sit down and talk about this like normal adults?
No.
Okay, I guess I'll just restrain you until you can talk normally. So she just repeats herself.
She would have had a more proper turn if she just stood up.
Yeah. I'm just like a road action. What's your defense?
Currently it's halved.
Yeah. And I
which
think
makes it a value that I didn't write down. Four.
Okay, so 8, 4. Alright. Yeah, let me check the specified targets real quick. Okay, -2. There we go for leg. And then I'm going to sacrifice. I'm gonna sacrifice 3 of my defense. So yeah, my defense is now 3. As I'm gonna also spend willpower on this. As I'm going to aim for her leg and poke her in the leg, give her a leg rack. if I recall correctly.
She has a 4. She has a defense of 4, by the way.
Yeah, I already minus it. If I remember correctly, if I inflict this tilt.
She's gonna spend willpower on her defense.
Oh no. If I inflict this tilt, it's the leftmost until the leftmost box of this damage heals, so she will still have leg rack. Yeah, if it successfully triggers, you get what I mean. You get what I mean.
I understand.
Yeah. All right, so 4 successes, so that's 5 lethal minus 1 AP.
How much did you use?
How much for defense?
Yeah.
Yeah, she spent 3 defense.
Her defense would be 6 right now, and that minus 2 because of ice, it'd be 4.
Yeah, so it was 11. So any dice pool was 11 minus 4, and then you spent willpower to raise it up by 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
2. So yeah,
it'd be 4 defense because of ice.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, 8 plus 3. It's 11, and then plus another 3 thanks to spending willpower. There you go. And then minus 4. Yep.
And then minus 2 because of leg rack.
Oh, I just gave her leg rack.
Did you do that? I was asking if you did the math right.
Yeah, okay. I don't. Math. Fuck.
Did you?
Yeah, okay. Okay, Annie's normal dice pool. 4. Plus 4. There you go. And plus 3. Okay. Plus 3. There you go. And then minus 4. And then minus 2. And 5. I think I did it. I believe I did it wrong, but I still got. Do I reroll or?
Whatsoever.
Yeah.
So 5 lethal?
Yeah, 5 lethal minus 1 AP. But if she has armor on her legs.
She would, but it's okay. As you deal 5 lethal. Ah, damn it, I don't have a fucking... Ugh, I don't have health box ready. Alrighty. As on your turn and then on her turn. As the damage you dealt, as you kind of run up and stab her in the leg, she kind of looks down. Doesn't really seem all that fazed by it as you pull it out, and then she, on her turn, stands up. You guys are kind of stance up against each other. You have to look up to her. She's taller than you.
She's doing the fucking trigger rival pose like David and Adam Smasher.
As and that's her turn. As do you look down and look at her leg at all?
She like glances at it.
It looks to be healed, like slightly.
Oh dear. Alright. Alright. I assume she has a full defense now. Alright.
As you also, let me also look at this real quick. I keep having to look at things.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite 100% prepared. Well, I was prepared, but this character has a lot of stuff compared to the previous characters, not counting Anne. Where is it?
She loves using gifts.
As you see, her kind of drop the scimitar, grab the chain, and begin spinning it.
I see. Interesting. I think I know what she's doing. Let me see what I can do here. Let me see what I can do here.
She has a +2 to her defense right now.
Yeah, chain weapons. I see. Let me see what. Defense against unintended objects.
What are you doing?
Going to attempt. Let's see. Single target. Yeah. Wants to. Oh, yeah. String the marionette. That size of. How big is this chain? Like, how big is her weapon?
Her weapon is size 3.
Very little. Possible 3 plasm. And yeah, he still has to adhere to the plasm limit. Damn. Let me see what this key does. Make key. Wow. So yeah, I kind of need more plasm. I kind of need more plasm to do this. I need plasm.
Don't we all? Please be careful of this one.
Yeah.
She appears quite experienced.
Yeah. Okay. I think I may have to take up your advice. Let me find this key. There it is. Key of and the doom. Yep. Ooh, yeah, that's good. That's gonna be rough. She's going to use, so she can regain plasm based on the attribute the key's tied to, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she's going.
Is reflective action to do this?
Yeah, reflexive. You're gonna reflexively unlock the key of Pyre Flame and get back 2 plasm. As she also spends a point of plasm. First of a few. String the marionette as she's going to aim for the woman's weapon. Alright, and she does have to roll. Thankfully.
Actually doesn't. Oh well, yeah, actually, yeah, okay, cool, no.
It's just that since she's aiming for the weapon and not the woman, that means she doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be contested. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna spend willpower on this one. Oh dear, I'm out of willpower after doing this. Good. Okay, there you go. Thankfully, this still count as punishment, right?
Yeah.
Cool. 5 successes. All right, nice. I see.
How much plasma did you spend on this?
I think because of the limit, she's only spent 1 currently, but she's gonna spend 2 more over the course of her the lady's turn and her next turn.
You cannot use a haunt until you've spent all the plasm to activate it.
I see. So
you must charge spending it and then use it.
I see. Yeah, she's just spending.
And
can I count for the future? Can I count for the future strength roll?
No.
Damn.
No, you will have to roll again.
All right. On the bright side, I still have that willpower then.
The key that you spend on, by the way, the keys that you spend, the plasm that you get from it is not subject to the turn limitation. So you can reflexive action right now, use your key to get 2 plasm back.
Yeah.
And then spend those immediately to charge up the marionette. And then on this woman's turn, spend that final bit of plasm, and then your next turn you get to cast it.
Sounds like a good idea. I'm gonna do that. Spend 2. There you go. Draw your next turn before I end this, lady.
Sad to say. As well.
Oh yeah, I'm in the fight. This is gonna hurt. Uh-oh.
Well, more so... pull it up.
Yeah, because she's aiming for the weapon, not at the lady, to avoid contested action. Yeah, because action instant against unattended objects or animals, contested by stamina.
This is the wrong one.
Yeah, contested by stamina plus synergy against conscious humans or other animals.
I gotta really fucking pull it up. Hold on.
Right.
Well, don't worry about it. It's nothing crazy.
I'm in danger.
Annie, as you look upon her as she begins to spin the scimitar on a chain, you kind of feel yourself like hesitating to go forward a little bit. As you, just like the way that the false maiden has taught you, which is your geist's name, by the way. I haven't said it yet. But the false maiden, as you hold out your hand and kind of try to imagine a key, as you, in your left hand, as a burst of heat begins to billow out, as you regain some power, and immediately use it on charging up, like as plasma begins to like ooze into your hands, as it slowly becomes like tendril-esque energy in your hand as you begin charging up. But also as you do that, you feel very sweaty.
Ooh.
As for the next 9 hours, you will have the extreme heat condition. The extreme heat tip.
Until I destroy something of value.
Monetarily or otherwise. And you have plot money.
Oh no!
You have plot money right now, so I won't count that. Unless you get like paid by someone and you get like a resource dot from it, I will not count plot money.
Damn it.
As you begin readying yourself, as it is this lady's turn, as I'm going to... Oh, gaze up on the sheet again.
Yeah. As I ponder, alright, what... do I have any jewelry that aside from the special one?
Not that I know of.
Damn it. I'll get rid of my shoes. Those are valuable.
But you have to do that in the turn. You have to destroy them. That'll have to be an instant action. Alright, you want to go barefoot.
Broken glass.
As this character...
She still has penalties. Nanny has weapons.
You know what? I'm almost like I'm with this character. I'm pissed.
Oh no.
She's gonna try it again.
Oh no.
She's gonna try the thing again.
Oh no. Because it's a very good thing I did not use the other key, because I feel like that would make things worse. You know, I think.
All right. Well, okay. Well, these finally last long enough for her to make use of it, and they actually work. So, as a glow begins to like shine underneath her cloak again, As Shine begins to go from underneath her cloak again, as you get kind of like bombarded for a moment by heavy winds. And she just gazes upon you, now spinning the scimitar on a chain more like complexly. As get, let me pull it up again. As you get a -2 penalty to your speed and your physical dice pools.
Alright, so Andy's at a -3, right? For
what?
Because of extreme heat.
I believe so. Let me see.
Yeah, because she's on the first hour, so it's -1 penalty for every hour.
Well, it hasn't been an hour yet.
Okay, cool. That's just -2.
As you are buffeted with heavy winds.
Yeah, alright. Alright, I'm at a -2 right now. But now, I will string the marionette for real this time.
With a -2.
Alright.
Or well, this isn't a physical roll. Never mind.
Alright, cool. And this time I will spend my willpower for real this time. Willpower. Another action. 5 successes again. Okay, never mind. I stay winning.
Yes.
And you stay winning. Alright.
As the tendril, as the energy, the plasmate energy, kind of forms into tendrils proper and launches. I know what that does.
Yes, sir.
As it launches towards the scimitar.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, it's like a weapon as a whole. So which one of it was size 3?
The scimitar.
And yeah, she's aiming for the scimitar. Never mind.
All right. As it kind of stops in place.
Yep.
As she kind of looks down to it. She kind of looks down to it, like sees you like holding it in place. And let me check it one more time.
Yeah. While you do that, I'm gonna read up on the marionette.
I'm also reading up the marionette.
Yes. And what I can do with it.
Could you roll synergy plus marionette?
Again?
Yes.
Alright. 1 sec. I'm still in it.
Huh?
I'm not very good at the marionette. This is why I had fight smart. Marionetting this woman would be a terrible idea with 3 dice.
As she looks at you, and if this were a modern campaign, she'd imagine you as if like the soy jack going, there, I've marionetted your weapon. Now you can't do anything, huh? And then you basically are taking control of her chains of her scimitar with her sword, as she forces it back as the marionette strings kind of travel with the scimitar as she grabs it by her hand and then just goes to slice you with it.
Well, that was a waste of time.
Yeah, she on the contested action of strength plus stamina, she beat you out.
Yeah, I thought I thought she wouldn't have to roll that because I was aiming for her weapon. Oh no!
No, she is wielding the weapon.
Damn it! Damn it!
You can still take control of it. It's just
You can still attack with it.
She can still use it.
Ouchie, ouch. You both still have a -3, I think.
What's your defense?
My defense 6. Oh yeah, and she's also on ice. You must not fail.
That's what a -3 is for.
Yeah.
She will all-out attack.
This is gonna hurt.
As Annie. You see her take a step forward. Her take a step forward on the leg that you just stabbed, completely healed. She's going to make a swipe at you. -9.
Waiting with bated breath.
I didn't write anything down, like, dice pools wise for this girl. So I'm having to, like, do the dice pools right here, right now.
Yeah, manually.
Yeah, with the total, with the, so 0 successes. As she, like, spins it and then goes to, like, make a wide swipe, as you manage to see it coming as, the boneyard environment begins to, like, affect its velocity and make it travel slower. With that, you find enough footing to dodge out of the way.
Okay. Alright. Now it is my turn.
This is not a great showing for this woman, by the way.
Yeah. Very unfortunate luck. Alright. Multiple targets may be commanded as a single instant action. What does it say for regular attacks? Yeah, I'm looking at the marionette.
It's in the puppeteer section.
Here, there you go. Go down. Marionette, Let me switch it up this way. Lives on marionette condition. No longer useful for me. String the marionette. Form. Servant. String the marionette. Up here. Where is it? What page is up here?
Puppet Master. It's on the page with the marionette.
Marionette, puppet master. There you go. Drawing up a puppeteer subject for a turn is an instant action. Anytime she needs to roll, to take an action with a puppeteer.
So you're trying to hit her with the sword?
Yeah. Actually. I think I will launch that. I think I will launch the sword away. Like, just away from her. To disarm her. Yeah, so it would be synergy plus marionette. Energy plus marionette. There you go. There you go. One action. 2 sucks. As I just yeet the shit out away from her. In an attempt to disarm her.
As you do manage to, as you use the marionette to move it away, synergy times marionette, which is 10. As you throw it away 10 meters, and the ringing of the chain kind of rings out as she still has chain attached to the scimitar, attached to her forearm.
On the right side, she cannot use the blade. And now I should stop lollygagging and actually start fighting her.
Could you make a Boneyard plus energy roll for me?
Boneyard plus energy?
Yeah. This is not made in punishment, so.
Shit. Alright, Boneyard plus energy. Please don't disable the Boneyard. That would be very bad for me. And yeah, I have no more willpower to spend. 3 sucks.
Five successes.
Oh shit. Oh,
as
fuck.
this manages to go out.
Oh. That's not good.
Where the fuck is it? There it is. Alright, now roll your composure plus energy.
Oh no. Fuck. One suck! I'm still in it!
2 successes.
Fuck. Uh-oh.
Alright, as you're looking upon her, pull something up real quick. As you're looking upon her, you see you're looking at her, and then she kind of billows the cloak as you blink, and she has disappeared from your appearance as you gain the shadow paranoia condition.
Oh, what does that do?
That
Oh, I see.
as you feel this like weird supernatural like panic.
Alright. Okay.
As your awareness in your boneyard seems to not work.
Boneyard is still active though, right?
It is.
How do I counter this? How do I resolve? Let's see, resolution. Exceptional success on the perception roll. Yeah, and she's just gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I feel like I need your assistance in this matter.
What do you have me do?
Let's see. So it's darkness, right?
It's not dark. You just can't find her, and it's making you paranoid.
Do you have anything that perhaps something that could help me find her, or something to locate her?
As you hear what sounds like a smile. You hear what sounds like a smile. Oh shit. I've been a little scatterbrained.
Yeah.
Alright. I believe I can give you some words of comfort.
Hmm?
You can do it.
Oh.
Okay, the inspired condition.
Let's go!
Yeah. Gain a point of willpower.
Yes! Yes! Give me my willpower! Gain a willpower point, and consider it, yep, an exceptional success! Alright. It's time for me to locate this bitch. Okay, so -2 on her perception roll. That. And then -2. On Annie! You can do it, Annie! Heart of the cards! Damn it, she only got fucking 2. God damn it, she only got 2.
Damn.
Motherfucker. I mean, she still sees her.
Oh, also, actually, I just realized. Yeah, let's let this play out, because I just realized the ability that she used was our flexive action.
Yeah, so does she see her, or does she need an exceptional to see her?
You're about to see her in a moment. It's just to take her actual instant action now. As I forgot that was not instant. And because of the nature of this, alright. So it'd be this. As Annie, you feel something wrap around the hand that your rapier is in, as you feel a crunch in your hand as you get the 3 lethal and the arm rack tilt. As you feel your hand like break, as you look over and see a chain wrapped around it, having like put enough tension on your hand to break it.
Does plasmic healing help with getting rid of the tilt?
It does help with that. You drop your rapier.
So it's still dropped?
Yeah, it's still dropped as it still happened, but plasmic healing does help against tilts.
Yeah. Alright, and it was just to reduce the lethals of bashing, right?
No, you can target tilts. If for plasm, you can delete tilts caused by physical damage. It costs 4 plasm to delete a tilt inflicted by lethal damage.
Okay. I'm gonna unlock Fire Flame again. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4.
as you get another extreme heat on yourself. As you begin sweating a lot, as more kind of plasmic fire begins to erupt in your right hand, as you can't begin the process to heal it yet.
Yeah.
As this may sound cheap, but it is technically her turn now. That was her instant action that I should have taken before. So I apologize if that sounds a little cheap.
Oh dear.
But you can now start the healing process.
Yeah.
As you feel plasmic energy enter you.
Yeah. I really don't want to do this, but you are leaving me with no choice. Okay. Hey, she has armored clothing. She has
No,
right?
no. Well, no, you don't have armored clothing for this.
Oh yeah.
Your armored clothing does not extend to your hands.
Yeah, that's true.
As it's now the other girl's turn. I believe with how shadow paranoia works, you can't see them until you get an exceptional. I believe that's what it is. If it's shadow paranoia, that means that you think that they're in places that they aren't.
Yeah.
So you would need to. Get a beat, by the way, for resolving inspired.
Woo. And she can only do inspired once a scene, right?
Yeah, you can only get a beat from that once a scene. But
technically,
there's no limit to inspired. But I was gonna limit the maidens inspiring on you for like per scene.
Shit.
And I don't wanna like whisper spam inspired on you. So I'm limiting that to per scene.
Yeah.
Sadly, that just barely didn't work.
Damn it.
As it is now her turn again.
I'm gonna do something really stupid. Oh my god.
As Annie, take another 3 lethal. As chains wrap around your other hand, your left hand, and then break that as well.
Really? Okay. Alright. I'm gonna keep... No, I'll leave it this one. I have a stupid idea.
Mm-hmm.
I have a stupid idea, and it requires me not to stack too high. Okay.
What is it?
Alright. I'm gonna inflict another... I'm gonna inflict something else. Okay, let's see what we can do.
How's your health looking, by the way?
3 boxes remaining. And 1 bashing.
4.
So yeah, 4 lethal, 1 bashing.
4 lethal?
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You just took 6 lethal over the course of the... You just took 6 lethal over the course of the past, like, 5 minutes.
Oh, 6. Alright, so...
Well, no, you took 6. You took 3 lethal to your hand beforehand, and then you just now took another 3 lethal.
Oh, I see. So 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. There you go. 4, 5, 6. Okay, never mind. I am 1. I'm 1 away from full lethal. Okay. No. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lethal, 1 bashing, 1 box remaining that has nothing. There you go. Okay.
Alright, it's your turn. You have arm rack on both turns.
No, she spent plasm to get rid of the arm rack for one of her arms.
You can only do 2 plasm at a time.
Yeah, but she unlocked the kit. She unlocked
the plasm that you get from the free plasm that you get from unlocking with the key gives you like that plasm that you get from that is exempt from the turn per limit.
Yeah.
Not the rest of your plasm.
Oh, I see.
And you can only get 2 plasm from that, so you spend 2 plasm to get rid of 1 of the arm racks. Or you spend 2 plasm to get halfway through 1 of the arm racks.
Alright.
You could spend reflective action on her turn to
Yeah.
Unlock Pyre Flame again.
Yeah, but let's see. So I currently have no arms, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Your rapier is on the ground. As you feel very sweaty, very hot, you feel like an advantage that you previously had has just been stolen.
Alright.
As you feel paranoid and jumpy as like shadows move around that you don't know whether or not they are in fact this lady.
Yeah. As okay. Let me see. See this one. Okay, same amount of plasma will be regained, but. Let me see, what was it?
Are you trying to reason with this lady?
I think negotiations are broken down.
You don't know that.
I keep trying to tell you that I do not want to fight you. You are a person. I'm doing this for your own good, for your own safety, because I do not know what will happen if I die. Because, anyone know if, like, a singer resurrects, just a random person they know will die, right?
Yeah, that's like knowledge. It's like knowledge that they just get to have.
I will not stay down, but every time I get back up, a random person I know, you included, will die.
And you don't know this lady. That's what I just want to reiterate. You don't know this lady.
Oh.
You're...
Yeah, but I don't want to kill some random person.
Yeah, I know, but just
yeah.
There you go.
For the sake of your own safety, stand down.
One moment.
Because I have an idea. So, if negotiations fail, well, time for plan B. I have a plan B.
One moment.
Yes.
As is currently your turn.
Yes.
Would you like to would you like to pass again? See if you would you like to roll anything? Like roll any all right, please stop.
That roll for like persuasion?
You may roll persuasion if you like.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess if you're not resisting, then
this bitch is lucky I ain't bloodlusted. I would have just started making tilts. I am trying my goddamn hardest not to kill you, man. Oh, lady.
Well.
Nothing. God damn it. Yeah, no, nothing. I will not take a dramatic.
The dice roller hasn't caught up yet. My dice roller is super slow right now.
Yeah, mine too.
Alright, I'm sorry, Danny and Eve. Get the fuck out of here. You're taking... As you do that... As... I suppose... Doesn't really need to be a resistance in resisting it.
Yeah, but geez, she failed it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well... I was planning on doing this anyway, so...
Unless you get such a dramatic failure.
As you are like kind of like holding your hands out, as behind you hear a movement, and then as chains kind of wrap around your throat, but not tightly.
Not tightly.
As she looks at you again. Tell me, are you a good person?
I would like to consider myself a good person. That is something for me to decide. That's for the people around me to decide.
Have you killed anyone as of recently?
No. None.
Why were you attacking those wolves?
Because they were harming the livestock of the people nearby, so I was tasked with getting rid of them. Without their livestock, the people here will starve. I had reason to believe that their owner would not come back, so I accepted this decision. Since they do not belong on this island, they are harming the ecosystem.
As the chains loosen, all right. Do you do anything?
And he destroys her shoes.
How?
She just it's a she like can she put like the fire flame that's like on her hand onto her shoes to incinerate them?
No.
Shit.
You don't have influence over fire.
Can she pick up a rapier? Can she pick up a rapier and then stab her shoes?
Not technically.
Damn it.
As she sees you like take off your shoes. What are you doing?
I had to destroy this, otherwise I'm going to suffer heat stroke.
Blink.
Conditions is a lot of terminology. I am not quite well versed in it myself.
Condition isn't a real word, you weirdo.
No, she's referring to conditions as in like contract conditions or like power conditions. Like I have to satisfy this to do this.
Yeah, I know, but I know, but pick a different word.
Oh, sorry. It's like rules, power rules.
As she looks down, she bends down, grabs the shoe, rips it in half with her bare hands. Is gain a beat and resolve one, doomed.
One doomed. I still have one more, but
do you get rid of Boneyard?
Yeah.
Also, I'll give it to you. Get a beat for resolving Shadow Paranoia. As you've technically reached a place of safety.
I did it.
You got an exceptional success on Marionette, right?
Yes.
Alright, gain 2 plasm back, as I assume you let it go of it.
Yeah. Let's see what else valuable do I have on me that isn't plot money.
As I'm gonna let you decide that while the music can change.
Yeah. Let's see. I think it's this one. I think it's the same. That is a wrong theme. Hold on. God damn it, I got the wrong one. Pray to the dark. I see. There you go. Much better. Much better. Gain 2 plasm. Alright. She does have a rope. She does have a pendant, a Christ pendant. She has a cross. Well,
you aren't getting rid of the cross. Come on. Come on now. You aren't getting rid of the cross. Be real.
Alright, I can't get rid of my rapier. I can't get rid of the ring.
I think you're just gonna have to deal with it, Doug.
Yeah, I guess. Oh man, this is. Oh
Uh,
man.
as the boneyard ends, as the girl looks to you, as she seems to shrink into about more normally your size and is far less muscular. As she looks at you, and then immediately gets a frown on her face as her face begins to blush. I'm really sorry about that.
Uh, it's fine. I
I'm sorry. When I get mad, it's just I really start to lose track of what I'm doing, and I'll really. She digs under her cloak and pulls out something from a pack as she begins to wrap your hands.
it's fine. At least I didn't die. That would be a whole ordeal.
I believe so.
I was.
Oh, I really am sorry about that.
It's okay. I'm not the dog. Tensions were high. Tensions were high. I did stab you in the leg.
I mean, it's not even that. It's just I hurt you quite badly. I hurt you quite badly.
It's fine. I
She
felt.
hears you speak in an accent that you know it's British. You've never you've heard a couple people that you've heard are from somewhere called England, and you've heard some talk of a place called England, but it looks like it sounds strange.
Why are you British? I don't know what British people are.
I just I really got in my head. Um, look, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry.
It's really is fine. I just didn't want to hurt another person.
Yeah. She describes the back of her head.
I was half considering creating an earthquake, which probably would have been a bad idea.
I suppose.
Well, no harm, no foul, I suppose.
You gave me a bit of a run for my money, though. Well, I'm not really injured, but I did have to use a lot of resources.
That is good. At least I was making an impact.
Quite interesting.
Hmm.
I believe this lady is what's known as a werewolf.
A werewolf. Is that just what
A
you are?
werewolf. Yes. I believe I'm referred to as something a bit of a forsaken.
Hmm. I saw you could turn into a wolf, so I suppose that's why you didn't take me kindly to fighting those wolves.
She looks around before pattering off to where she sees two wolves. The wolf that you had stabbed had passed. She kind of looks at it, pets its fur. I'm sorry I had to go out like this, little one.
I apologize again for the mix-up.
Also, you mean like a dog?
Oh yeah, dogs. Yeah, she's been saying dogs. There we go.
It's all right.
I mean, if you want, they didn't specify. As long as the wolves leaves the island, I don't. You could possibly take them. As long as the dogs leave the island, you can take them with you, possibly.
I was going to, yes.
Yes, that would probably be best for all parties involved.
It's okay, everyone. And she kind of walks over to the dogs. As he walks over to the dogs, she was just fighting to protect you. She was just fighting to protect her people. I'm very sorry it had to go out like this. And she kind of rubs the back of their ears, and they start to loosen up.
So, what was your name again?
And she stands up and gives a bit of a smile, holds out her hand. It's been embarrassing, but you can refer to me as Lupa.
It's very nice to meet you, Lupa. I'm Anne-Marie, but most people just call me Annie.
What a beautiful name.
Oh, thank you.
Mm,
So you said your brother left these dogs here.
mm. Yes, the dogs, well, they smelled exactly like my brother, and the wolves, they smelled exactly like my brother, and, well, he's run away from home recently, and I was going to go get him,
Hmm.
just in case he got hurt, and, well, he likes cuddling with his pets, so it didn't seem believable that he'd leave the wolves behind.
Hmm. So are these his or unrelated?
Hmm. They appear to be his, but it makes me wonder what happened to him for him to forget.
Yeah,
She
the
bends down to pet them.
yeah, the citizens said that they were very rambunctious and they just left up. They said north, right? Is where the pirates went.
What?
Like, what did they tell? Did they tell any
I,
where the pirates left? Like, what direction?
no.
No. It's possible they just left in a hurry.
Perhaps. Have you seen my brother at all, by the way? Um, you live here, right? I know that he went this way. He's, this tall. She kind of gestures like someone like a couple inches shorter than her. Hair brown like mine, brown eyes. His name's Lakayon, if that helps.
Mm,
If that helps.
no, I don't believe that rings a bell.
Ah,
Unfortunately.
where have you gone, Lakayon?
Well, if the people mistook him for, well, would any know that pirates are heading towards the unmasked sea?
You are in the unmasked sea.
We are. Never mind. Yeah. If he's, if the locals think he is a pirate, he's probably sailing around this area.
Yes, I knew that as much. It's just I caught up his scent around here, and which is why I decided to visit.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm afraid I do not. I would not know. This, well, actually, uh, any like fishes in her pocket and like pulls out
Mm-hmm.
fish of a paper. You were traveling around the sea as well, right?
Mm-hmm. On a little boat I manage myself.
She like Annie like opens up like a long like taped together or like uh it's kind of like a folded map, but it's a blank paper filled with sketches of like several people. Have you seen any of these people around?
Grabs the paper. Uh,
One of them is like noticeably shittier than the rest.
mm. And she looks at the people, all of which look to be tan, uh, a tan with a type of cool colored eyes. One of which is much shittier than the others, and some that are just completely like photorealistic almost. Hmm. Did you draw these yourselves? They're quite wonderful.
Thank you. Yes, uh, these are members of my family that I'm looking for.
Oh. Oh, it appears we're in a similar situation then.
Oh yeah, I suppose so.
Hmm. Sorry, I've never. I don't believe I've seen these people before.
Yes, it's a shame, but I suppose nothing left to do but keep searching.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. You said that you were on a boat, correct?
Yes, I had brought a boat with me.
Do you think I could perhaps hitch a ride?
Hmm. Um. If it's any way I can pay you back after what I've done to you, then absolutely.
Yes, thank you. Uh, yeah, after I get this payment, I was going to head over somewhere. If you could help me sail there, that would be wonderful.
Absolutely. I hope you don't. Mm, I hope you don't mind the puppies. They're just a little bit scared of you.
I understand, especially with me. He just like gestures to the area affecting the world like that.
That was quite strange. I've never quite seen anything like it before. Now I've gone journeying all around.
Apparently, I can control the weather in a certain area. Because I froze the sand, but I could have also caused an earthquake. Made it. Does it... Okay, here's the thing. Annie wants to describe the blizzard. She does not know what snow is. Just I don't know how to describe. Make it. I suppose make it cold there, make it hot there, flood the area. I just tried to make it as quick as possible.
I see. Well, that's quite interesting.
Yes. Apparently, I am dead, undead, resurrected.
You do smell dead.
Yes.
I believe I've heard of your kind before. I believe they're referred to as bound.
Yes. I believe
I've,
you.
I've heard they're quite common around these parts.
Really now?
Yeah, these unmasked seasons they're referred to.
I suppose I should prepare myself for encountering more strange individuals.
Absolutely. They'd be all around. Heck, you've met me.
Yeah, I don't believe I've met I've ever seen someone who could turn into wolf. Was it? That was what these are called, right?
Yeah, considering your skin complexion, I'd imagine you're around these parts. So I imagine it would make sense that you'd never see a wolf before.
Yes. I mean, not this island specifically. I've been island hopping, but I'm just helping around to earn funds in order to explore the sea and look for my family.
Ah, I see. She kind of looks down.
He's so profusely sweating. It's like, oh man.
That doesn't seem good. You should be alright.
Yeah, I just had to think of something else to sacrifice, something valuable to sacrifice, and it should get away. Or I had to deal with it for 9 hours.
And like a real caveat.
Yes. I did have to exert myself greatly in order to try to avoid conflict.
I see. Then I really do apologize. I'd only thought until the very end. I'd only thought until the very end of a conflict to. I'd only thought at the very end of a conflict to use an ability that I have that lets me tell if you're lying or not.
You can. Yeah, you're an expert lie detector. That should be useful in your search. Is.
I'm He kind of scratches the back of her head. I'm quite strong amongst my family.
I could tell you were able to break my arms with such ease.
Again, I'm really sorry about that.
It's fine. I don't think I feel pain to an extent anymore.
You do. You just have quite the impressive constitution.
I suppose that makes sense. Oh yeah, and he's just gonna like try to like drag the chain towards her because she's trying to like pull on the chain, drag the scimitar closer, and sorry about your sword.
The marionette's already gone, and she kind of
she's like trying to use
pulls it away from the sand and just grabs it. Oh, no worries. As you see her kind of unlink the chain and sheath the scimitar across her back.
Well, I suppose I should just tell the locals the news and then get myself ready for our journey. I mean, you're welcome to come. The bar was like preparing to serve us, and you could get some food. I could treat you.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Although
I do have to attend to the little ones here.
Mhm.
If you don't mind, I'm not quite good with crowds. Yeah, you gotta like shies away a little bit.
Oh,
So if you don't mind, I will just meet you at the boat.
okay. Then I'll bring fresh food and supplies over.
Hmm.
Sounds like a plan.
As you two go to kind of walk away from each other. As can you roll perception for me?
Yes. Perceive. See. Does she gain any willpower back from any of her root or bloom?
No, I don't believe so.
Damn. At least I have no penalties. 4 successes, Jesus.
As you're going to walk away, you kind of look over and you see Lupa take off the black cloak and begin wrapping it around the wolf that had bled out.
Hmm.
And you look over and you see what looks to be like a glowing tuft of fur next to it.
Hmm.
Next to its body.
You know what that is?
Oh, that appears to be a memento. So it appears to be a memento that you seniors are so fond of. That you've bound are so fond of.
I'm referring to them as bound because the phrase city has not been invented yet.
Yeah. We are bound.
It gets invented later on by the Welsh, like 2 centuries from now.
Yeah. She's gonna walk over, back over to the tuft. It's a memento.
Yes. It appears to be something of a gift.
As you kind of blink and look over. And you see, kind of sitting proud, is what looks to be the ghost of a wolf.
And he salutes.
He kind of looks to you, looks at its surroundings, kind of cautiously walks up to you and just nudges against your leg.
And he pets the dog.
Add to your list of mementos. Which is on the second page, I believe. Yep. Its key is beasts.
Beasts. Yep.
Call it.
Remembrance of Doge.
No. Trying to think of a name.
Let's see.
Just call it Wolfer.
Wolfer.
It's just a tuft of matted wolf fur. That like can be held easily in the hand.
Alright.
And the effect. Let me see. It lets you smell. It lets you easily smell the last things that this wolf had smelled. And it lets you easily smell pretty much just anything within, let's say, it'll have plot range. But using it lets you smell anything that the wolf had last smelled before it had passed.
So like, if the thing is like, so if the wolf had smelled it, and it's in my range, I'd be able to smell it.
If you have this active, yes.
Yeah.
And just so you know what last thing it smells, blood, sea, like sea breeze, Lycaon smell, just general wolf fur, and chicken.
Yeah.
So if you use this, those you can see, like, it has plot range.
Yeah.
And you can smell these things. And it is under the key of beasts. Which does mean that mementos do, because they have keys attached to them,
can be unlocked.
Yeah, they can be used to unlock as if you had that key. But you don't have it innately, and you have to use a memento to do that.
Yeah. I suppose if I do encounter Lycaon, I'd be able to smell him with this.
I suppose as such. I suppose as such.
French.
French, yes.
I suppose.
I suppose it could be useful to at
Quite
least
a shame. Quite a shame how it had happened to the unfortunate pup. However, it seems after having things explained, he's taken a bit of a liking.
That is good. At least it bears no grudge. Nanny gets ready to assemble things.
Yep. As you head back, you tell everyone there, all right, guys, it was fun. Handled your problem.
Yes.
Handled your problem. Thank you very much. As you cut back, as we cut from you, like, leaving the village, waving, saying bye to everyone.
Yeah.
The kids are sad that you are going.
She gives him a hug before leaving.
You get a willpower back from that. As the scene cuts back to you walking after making a couple mile walk, you have like a little like basket of food, as well as a large backpack supplied by the villagers to last you with food.
Yeah, like a knapsack.
Water.
And she's holding like a fresh plate food for Lupa.
That's what's in the basket.
Yes.
Rapier sheath other side. Your hands are still. You actually don't heal any damage.
Yeah.
As it takes 2 days to heal your lethal.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I have anything else of value to destroy? What is it? I'll destroy the basket when I get to the next town. That's valuable.
Well, by the time you get to the next town, the tilt's gonna be over.
Damn it. Ugh, my bones. Oh man, my bones, they hurt.
You kind of, after making like the 2 mile walk, you kind of, as you kind of walk up and you see what appears to be 2 wolves on a small like raft, but it's not like small. It's certainly enough to fill. It's certainly enough to like keep you, Lupa, and the 2 wolves. It's just not like incredible.
Yeah, not impressive. Yeah,
There you are.
She kind of walked up and grabs the stuff that you're picking up with ease.
Bonjour, Lupa. I also packed some fresh food for us to enjoy.
Oh, how wonderful.
Well, I suppose it's time for me to bid this place goodbye.
It appears as such.
She just gets up onto the boat. Thinks to herself. It is a rowboat, right?
It's not a rowboat.
Oh,
Well, it's a sailboat.
Yeah, it's a sailboat. Because like if it was a rowboat, she was.
But there are oars.
Yeah. Hey, maiden.
Yes.
Do you think you can help us row to help the boat go faster?
If you'll keep your friend not startled.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to help call upon a friend to help us row to make the boat go faster. I wanted to tell you before she pops out.
Oh, wonderful.
She kind of leads over to the wolves and tells them to keep calm. Is you're gonna unleash your geist?
Yes. As a knight in a plate mail armor exits Annie. She has and she is like wrapped in a flowing cloak, and even though she's like wearing full armor, so you can't see inside. There seems to be something. There seems to be like the hints of something smoky inside the armor.
That's all for the description?
Yeah, just for now. Since it is calm.
As it walks out, sits down, she waves at Lupa. Lupa waves back. As Lupa kind of digs around underneath the boat, and pulls out 2 more oars for the false maiden to start rowing with.
Yeah, right.
As you guys begin to head out.
Out to sea.
As sitting next to you, Annie, is the ghost wolf.
Hello there. Sorry about the whole incident.
It just lays down next to you.
Can you pet the ghost dog?
You can pet the ghost dog.
I'm petting the ghost dog.
You pet the ghost dog. As you and Lupa begin to get to know each other, as the session will end. And fine, get fucking 3 free beats because by this point your extreme heat condition will have ended. And by the point you're seen again, your extreme heat will end. And also, because I'll be nice and say you resolved, so you get 2 beats actually, and 1 synergy beat.
Alright, so yeah.
Because of the weakened bond and the fucking unleashed. I'm only counting these for solos right now. As you and Lupa get to know each other.
I am the social character.
Mm-hmm.
The power of friendship.
As the session will end. How'd you like?
It is very fun. I did it. I did the pacifist run, Mike. Are you proud of me? I
You did not.
You did not do a pass first run, objectively.
I did it. Damn it! Yeah, I stabbed her in the leg, but I got the passive ascending anyway. I did it.
You killed a wolf.
Yeah, no, you killed it. Yeah, that's right.
You killed a wolf. You did not get the passive ending because you killed the wolf.
Damn it! I
Killed a
forgot
wolf.
It's okay, Lupa. Well, it isn't really that Lupa talked to the wolf because Lupa doesn't have any death gifts to do that. And the wolf became a ghost, not a spirit. So
Yeah, it's a ghost.
that's in your domain now. But
It's my
Lupa,
domain.
it heard Lupa talk about blah blah blah, explaining the situation to them, and they're like, okay, fine. You know what? I'll stick with you. I'll stick with you then.
Yes.
How did you like the session, Cody?
How did you
Pretty
like
good.
it? How do
Good.
you like Annie?
She's good. I wonder how they'll develop.
Yeah. If you couldn't guess, Lupa was the character that I was making yesterday. She is the character that I was like, I'm giving you way too cool of like a weapon and a fighting style for what you are.
Who you're
And then
fighting.
and then I gave her the scimitar. I gave her the cool ass curved sword scimitar chain weapon fusion.
She's on the Kratos grind set.
Yeah, but only one.
Only one.
I did have Lupa planned, obviously. I had Lupa planned. Whenever I before Rosa's session, I was like, "Oh, it's like Ion."
It's like Ion.
Wouldn't it be funny if I made him have a sister named Lupa?
It'd be funny.
That would be funny, I think.
Yeah, and it's pretty funny, isn't it?
It is pretty funny.
I forgot that she spoke in a Cockney accent at the very beginning whenever she was yelling at you.
Why are you British?
These British people you speak of, I don't believe they exist.
British people? What a
And
ridiculous
before-
combination of words.
And before she meets Preston.
British people?
I've always liked Annie's design.
Pretty good.
Is
You did a
very
good job, Yank.
I did it. The shadow magic is towards the beginning of the session. Also, yes, I really like Annie.
How do you like Lupa? Lupa? You like Lupa?
She's pretty cute. She's pretty cute. No,
Sometimes she just gets a little mad.
That's why I decided, hey, you want to give me a ride? Wink, wink. Let's go to dinner.
Is this a gay thing?
Maybe.
Are you trying to get gay with Lupa?
Yank being gay once more.
Wow, classic Yank being fucking homo. Also, you don't even know if she likes women. This is come on, man. You're just assuming. You're just assuming. Come on.
Damn it.
Anyways, beat for session completion and beat for solo session completion. Keep track of your beats.
Woo! I get more beats eventually.
Whenever all the main characters meet, you guys, the common pool will begin, and everyone will get like 5 experience or some shit.
Awaken.
We'll get like 4 experience immediately.
Alright. Aspiration 1. Is she any closer to Nassau?
You guys are going to Nassau.
To Nassau. Did she fulfill Aspiration 2?
You can resolve that, by the way.
Oh yeah, God. Damn it!
You can resolve that first condition now.
I need a...
Because next session you'll be in Nassau.
Aspiration 2.
What the fuck was it? What was it? Where is it?
This.
There's your sheet. There's your sheet. I guess, yeah, to an extent, yeah.
Aspiration 3.
To an extent, yes.
Alright, so yeah, that's another 7, 5. Okay, that's 2 experience so far. Alright, so then 12 beats the common pool, and then get rid of that.
You didn't ask about the fourth one.
Yeah, I wanted to do this first. And 4th one, burden aspiration.
I'd say you're on the track.
Woo! It's a
So get a synergy beat, yes.
go. Alright, I have earned 12 beats this session.
Okay.
I almost caused an earthquake, and that probably would have been bad.
It would have been an earthquake within the boneyard, so.
And he's very floofy. Hold on. Now I can share the thing since you were not.
Oh, actually, 36. You got a beat from entering the last 3 health boxes.
Oh, again. Woo! Woo! Yeah, baby! So 13. And then let me just put that here.
So, Preston earned 13. Rosa earned 10. Which means that if Annie earned... This will be easier to do whenever the common pool starts.
Yes.
But Annie earned 13, right?
Yeah, 13. I mean, the last one you just mentioned.
So Preston would get 4 experience and some change. I'm going to write this down. Preston, 4 experience, 3 beats. You don't actually have this yet. You'll get it later.
We'll get it when we assemble.
Annie also gets 4 experience, 3 beats. And Rosa gets 26 beats. She earned more than you guys because you guys earned more in your sessions. So she earned 26 beats. So Rosa gets 5 experience. 1 beat. So just from the stuff from the solo sessions, this is the experience you guys are earning from the solo sections.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
This hand of mine glows with awesome power. I'm very glad I didn't use the other key. I was going to.
I was hoping you would, but at the beginning, I was hoping you would.
I forgot. I forgot. But it all worked out, and it's probably better that I didn't. Because that other key is it kind of shoots Annie in the foot more than most.
Just take your sweats.
I'm taking the sweats. It's a lot better than the alternative. Being stinky is better than the alternative.
They gave you new shoes also.
Woo!
The townspeople wouldn't let you leave without shoes because it makes sense.
Yeah. I destroyed the. I don't know what I was wearing.
Oh man, Common Pool's gonna get fucked up.
We're gonna fuck it up so bad, man.
I really like Common Pool. It's gonna get really fucked up.
It's gonna get fucked.
We're gonna spin.
Fucking like just from these solo sessions existing, like Preston and Annie have basically gotten a free attribute point, and Rosa has gotten a free synergy point.
It is crazy how these things sort of work.
And well, considering what experience you guys have, whenever the common pool starts, you'll probably including the beats that you'll get, including the common pool beats that you guys will get whenever the session starts. Yeah, you guys are gonna be blowing through fucking experience and shit. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys run out of things to do.
That's how you know when you hit the spot. I'll make your pants.
That's why I'm going to give you guys a lot to do.
Give us things to spend our multitudes of experience on.
Synergy. I'm giving you things to spend your synergy on.
Hey, Mike, quick question. How long do senators live?
How long do senators live? Your natural lifespan.
Natural lifespan?
Yeah.
That doesn't increase with synergy or anything?
No.
No.
You are serial mortal. You die and then you live.
Yeah, that's like the trade-off. You can respawn. No, you don't get extra years. You just respawn.
You can. Yeah. I mean, considering fucking, you guys can make your own mementos.
Oh yeah, we can.
How do we do that? I don't remember how we do that.
It's kind of just, really, honestly, there's a role for it, and there's like an amount of time it takes to do it, and it can't be shorter than a week. Like, to make a memento, you have to spend a week on it, whether that's like a straight week or
a week total. Like you do one day dedicated to it, and then like you do a couple of days of like doing session shit, and then like
yeah. You can't, like, however long it is, depending on like what effect you want from it, because it could be any like minor effect, because mementos aren't supposed to be crazy strong. Like memento, like it's explicitly stated, mementos aren't supposed to give mechanical bonuses. They're like bonuses to dice pool or anything. They're just supposed to be like little extra abilities that a senator with good creativity can use with utility.
Yeah, which includes increasing the lifespan, if I remember the rules correctly.
I don't believe so, but I don't know. I'll have to reread it. I'll have to reread it a lot. But basically, if you want to make a memento, you just kind of make it, depending on, and there's a role to it, depending on. You can make it any object that you have on you. You assign a key to. You can only have a memento that is of a key that is your innate key. And you basically choose an effect on it. I decide how long it lasts, or how long you can do it for, and you have to spend a dot of synergy to get a memento. Which I know that sounds like egregious, but well, considering how fast you guys are getting experience, I think the game wants you to make your own mementos. Well, I guess not make your own mementos, considering they are keys that you have yourself. So it's probably make your own mementos to give to other people. Does that make sense? Senators are all about, they're really nice.
They're children.
Or you can make your own mementos to give to yourself. Doesn't really matter.
And then mementos could show up wherever.
Mementos are things that have infused with the energy of death.
They can show up whatever.
But
What are you doing? Yeah, turn off the word on here.
Yeah. And
but
do you have any final words for the audience at home?
No, go away.
What about you?
I'm on free spirits.
What about you, Monsieur President?
Next time on that's fucking boomstick.
Yeah.
Next time on
Next time on Death Battle.
Next time on Free Spirits, we're going getting the crew together.
We are getting the band
it's
back
me,
together.
Preston. You remember me from the last one? Yeah, you totally remember me.
Dun, 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 dun.